Welcome back to Limbus Company, Canto 8, The Surrendered Witnessing. This time, we're on number 33 out of 33. Objective, clear stage. I think it's about time we put Jamu in her place. And we need to use a box. Okay. There we go. Cool. There's going to be a cutscene beforehand, of course. I think the team we're running is perfectly fine. You know, I'm going to level him up to max just so it doesn't give me the annoying message. Now our level average is 55, which technically could matter for, like, if we pop Chised. I don't know. Now that's an annoying trick. The shield? Everything's just bouncing off that sod. The fact that Incorp's already found a way to successfully attract Ego has already been identified. However, it is at a more advanced stage than we had imagined. But they physically could not have had enough time to reach this level of completion. You're not the most pleasant to be around, but I must admit, you are certainly capable. Shh! No surprise that a layperson such as yourself fails to see through the vast mind of a scientist. Alright. I'm somewhat of a scientist myself. It really happens, and my research deemed it, would it not? The defense field generated by this ego is invincible. The lineage of hierarchy must continue, the bequeathing of immortality must continue, the amusements of life must continue. I do really like how they haven't given any of the elders any names, and that they're just all elders. Definitely really fits the whole hive-mindy thing going on. This momentary lapse of judgment mustn't be allowed to shake Dagwon status quo. You need only remain a gem, nothing more. Your only responsibility is to keep that shade clean, free of marring, to bring further glory to Dagwon. Jamu, correct this foolishly lost child's wanderings, return him to the rightful road. Why does the gem, the child who must witness nothing but the greatest luxuries of the apex of the world, endeavor to become a worthless stone again? Now ensure that the child, the beneficiary of our love and care, may fulfill his duty and purpose for existence. What a tragic turn of events. I mean to bestow you the golden bow, forsaking one of the paths to immortality that I had acquired. Yet you would rather pursue the pointless, fleeting charade against your own grandmother. This is no charade. Yes, grandmother, elders, you've all loved and cared for me more than anyone else in Dagwon has. And that's why, while my own brothers and sisters were doomed to spare them the rest of their lives killing each other, I could simply witness the lives plummet to the cold earth, all from the comfort of my room. My parents also told me that I should be thankful for being born as a gem. That I should feel lucky that all I have to do is just keep an eye open. But, grandmother, what if I told you I'm exhausted, tired of just glimmering on? A precious jade is no such thing as wants or desires. Did she just stab herself with the bow? Ugh. The golden bow? Yep. The golden bow slides into Jamu's body and begins to flicker, its power spiraling into her body. The rewinding process you have showed us in the first round was most fascinating. And it has unlocked a new level of understanding in me. The true worth of these artifacts, previously unnoticed and allowed to remain untouched within the depths of our treasury. I do know there was that one image of Jamu giving, like, the funny bolus to the Kong family, and it did show her with very, like, branchy looking wings, very reminiscent of Burrowing Heaven, right? Wonder if that's where this is gonna go. Once we leave this little rush behind, I'll be sure to put that golden bow within the rewinding thing to good use as well. Okay, straight into it. I assume we're gonna get a little cutscene thingy here, though. Oh. You're to witness the power of this bolus.
뛰어난 병사라도 적재적소에 쓰지 않으면 무위무능한 법.
I think this is a compass situation, but I'll turn the volume up. I say that because there's no lyrics yet, but I assume there will be. Malattument. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be like that. Does not change. Malattument. Base offense level +2, base defense level +2. Sure. Kind of panicking, but Hungry's Hollow Beans heal SP. Okay. Is that what he has by default? No, he doesn't have it. Okay, you inflicted by somehow though. Hollow Obedience, class from my tomb, class from Jammu, expires on the end of the SP, reaches 25 when the stack drops to 0. Okay. Losing counter when Honglu dies. Okay. So do not use. Okay, do not use this Vav. Got it. Who shall serve the elders? Who shall convey the rear? Hung worms will have hung onto them again. She does have an observation log, but we can't read it. Thank God she's got an observation log. It's been a while since we've gotten a final boss with an observation log. Turn it at 3 seconds for the spectral units. Okay. Clash went on hit after Clash went. Okay. Which assumably we just don't want that to happen, right? Poise, bleed, rupture, yeah. Alright, well, let's get to it then. We need to get his sanity up though. I need to go for some bad clashes, I think. You've got a curse rate immediately. You can pop that against one of the scarier ones. Actually, is that really a better odds? I guess so, yeah, because of how, yeah. Shame that we're starting with a skill 1, but we might get lucky. We've got a 33% chance we get to Insight 3 next turn, depending on whatever gets drawn there. Okay, we can pop a bunch of stuff pretty quickly to get our funnies rolling. That's nice. You can't clash anything. Oh, right, we don't need to actually clash those directly, don't we? Neutral there. Yeah, it's kind of a high roller. Well, we just do this and we see how these clashes go. Simple as that. Nice. That's a good start. Wasn't looking super high odds at that going well, but it ended up going well, so that's nice. The music feels super quiet, but that's probably just because there's no lyrics yet. Okay. How did we manage that? Okay. Whatever. I don't know if I managed to turn 1-5 hit off of that. Jeez. Starting with a rupture on you already. I don't really want to kill you with rupture. I'd rather take my time with this fight, but still funny. Okay. What was the multiple attack? Wait. Oh, you got poison. Completed Haijan bolus. Wei, Yin, Si, Yu. Those are different branches, aren't they? Because C branch is Snake Branch. Yin is one of them. I don't know. Wei is one of them too, isn't it? Is Wei horse by any chance? Is that the bit? It might be. I don't know. These are all different, like, Chinese animals, I know. I know that much. Is Yo... Is that Dragon? No, Dragon's Chen, I think, right? We'll see. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we get to 2 insight here, or do we do it like that? Actually, we do it like this. Yes, definitely. Because we should be able to get to, We'll be able to get to Insight 3 next turn, so it's fine being Insight 1 for one more turn. Because of how the skills are going to line up. That's not great. That's fine. When you heal with 8 SP, whatever. That's fine. Not too worried about those. Favored's kind of favoring some stuff that maybe shouldn't be favoriting, but whatever. It's working out, I think. Yep, okay. So it's just the different, Haishos. So Haishan... Jean means... I mean, it means, like... What does it mean? I don't know. Immortal? Is Haijan Immortal Beast? I think that's what it's adding up to. I don't know any Chinese, but I've been, like, I'm able to piece various parts together simply just from Canto 8, which is funny. Because I know Haishou is Black Beast, and Jean Ren is Immortal Being, so I think it's Immortal Beast, based on a lot of these various effects being based on the other Haishou branches. Okay, we get an Insight 3 here, so that's good. Pop this on you. Do we really want to let you get hit by this? You resist. Oh! It's building up? There's several phases of build-up before it gets into lyrics. Oh, jeez. That's crazy. We gotta go for something weird, don't we? We might need to. I really don't want to go for something bad. We could pop like a lantern or something. I don't really know if I want to branch of knowledge this early. It's a very funny song. I like it so far, though, that's for sure. It's a neutral. We can we redirect anything with you? No. I think we'll just take a hit then. Who's this going for? Honglu. I don't really want Honglu being one-sided. Who's this going for? Honglu. You prioritize Honglu, don't you? Is that what it was saying? Yes. Also prioritize Honglu. Okay. Well then. This is fine. He can take that. Yeah, okay. Slash resist, lust neutral. Okay, we won that. Cool. That was the scary clash, so good thing. Because that's like the 5 target or whatever it is, right? It's so hard to tell what animal what is, because like the sprites go by so fast, but a lot of cool stuff she's pulling off here, that's for sure. I don't want her to get staggered too quickly, because I'd really like to be able to win the clash with Honglu at least, just for the sanity. Nice, okay, cool. Now we should be doing pretty good on sanity. We're at 3 insight now, so that's good for Honglu. And this should stagger? It does, cool. So you don't get those unbreakables off on Honglu, and that one side you're doing against Honglu also doesn't go off, so that's good. I've witnessed so many lights, so many colors, and so many emotions. Everything that I had to witness drew my gaze away from the rest of the world. So my world is nothing but a meaningless mess of confusing patterns and incongruent colors. Sometimes I'd wonder, what kind of world reflects in the eyes of others? Just what kind of world do they live in? They become so attached to these silly little splotches in a myriad of colors. Why concern yourself with the way mayflies live? Their concern is only for what lies immediately before them. They are myopic, unable to see far enough to achieve anything of significance. Do you believe that Hong Yuan could have risen to its present reputation and prosperity had it not been for the revered Jean Ren? The other nest would have destroyed and devoured us whole. Honglu, I know that not everything in your world was colorful, but you must have felt something. Something that made you feel like a heart. Do you believe so? But it slipped away from me so long ago. And this place is too vast to find anything once lost. But you found it, didn't you? That's not true. I'm sure you'll find it again. As long as you put your mind to it. As long as your heart is truly in it. Little Baoyu, do not let these empty words stir you. What could a frivolous thing like your pure heart possibly do before the great will of Hong Yuan? Oh, revered Jean Ren of my heart, do you also believe that to be true? You understand, you acknowledge and appreciate my life, all that time of sacrifice for Hong Yuan. The revered Jean Ren of my heart speaks. That I, following in the great will of Da Guanyan, shall be reborn. Reborn as a mighty, noble, and immortal being. Oh god. She's turning into like a draconic-esque form, and she's got like a little like spot for the worm. And lyrics kicking in now, I think.
적이 술에 취한 한량처럼 허둥거리니 승기를 세운다면 지금이겠구나.
Oh, it's in Chinese. It's alright. These words are lingering. Is it a... Okay, yeah, that's a loop. Okay. I was wondering for a second if it was going to be a farm watch situation where the song, like the lyrics stop for a little bit until the next phase. Okay. Let's see, what are you doing here? Muddled high show of the corpse palanquin. Heo 6, gluttony, yeah, that checks out. Or, it's goulet, technically, but gluttony, yeah. Right, let's see. Destroyed and severed. Palanquin severed by default, okay. Let's see. Does not change. Start a second phase, gain supernatural strength, chaos, and spirits. +4, +4. Okay, yeah, this is the proper fight. 5k HP. Alright. Next turn start. Units 10 plus take 10% more damage. Units 5 plus 16 more damage. Units on by unit heal 50 SP when Chrome Panic. All obedience. Okay. So HP, the body burns staggered next turn. Then this part becomes severed and the body part gains too fragile. For which part? The palanquin? Yes. Okay. So HP, the body part becomes staggered next turn. This part becomes severed and the body part... Okay. Alright. Let's see. Pressure Jade's Cradle. When this skill targets on loose stagnant, turn the Pressure Jade's heal to end the turn. Oh. Oh, it's one of these situations. I see. Pressure Jade's Cradle. Roll the save units buffs HP and this cannot be changed. Forms of Pressure Jade connected to this unit. And then we're going to need to break him out. Alright. Let's see who... It's after attack. Okay. So we can hit you a little bit beforehand. Pop our weaker attacks here. Should be fine. You guys might get some sanity. You can't... No, that's an offset. Yeah, that wouldn't trigger. Okay, cool. We can pop your 2s, though, so that'll be good. Alright, send that. Blink step. Oh, wins that. Cool. Sanity up. Nice. No detours. Okay, one of both those. That's nice. Unfortunately, we are out of Mouse Rider for both of you two, but that should be fine. And yeah. He's been encased. Alright, revere Junrin. Shimi and Breath is the gem back. The pre-gem will make Hongyuan all beautiful again. Shimi and... I guess that's probably one of the other ones. We don't know which of the others is which. Let's see. Value the precious jade. Unit present in 200 shield for core and every part. Yep. Units present of high function units when mobilized, buffs HP and SP cannot be changed. Units defeated, return to your battle next turn. Alright, so we just gotta free him. These are the sinners. Alright. I don't know, is this one of the cases where are you attacking him at all? No, okay. Just wanted to make sure. Wanted to make sure this wasn't a case of, like, the one funny skewer that, Lamachon's Don Quixote does, where if he gets the kill, the unit's dead, but if you get the kill, you save them. Because I misinterpreted that hard in that fight. Why do you have your little effects going on? Isn't that supposed to be a Strider thing? I don't know, I think is it because you went in the second phase with Strider and that kind of messed with stuff? I assume it's something like that. Well, you guys can deal with some of these. Power counter that, power counter. You guys can actually deal with those pretty easily. Yeah, alright, so that seems good. Serpent Shear. Is this a decent Serpent Shear time? Not really. Your Sandy's kind of bad, you need that. Sinclair is really not going to be able to do too much for too much longer. Oh, prior to the song Lu. When value, convert all coins to skilled unbreakable coins. Alright. Mean. Please watch me out, Sharon. Actually, I should probably pop this on one of you, and then instead pop this on here. Oh yeah, that'll work better. These ones aren't going to do much damage, so it works better overall. We need to deal with... Please watch me out, Sharon. Can this work on that? Yeah, okay. And then we can Snake Fang this. Yeah, looks good, okay. Okay, we get both the power counters off. Yeah, alright, send this. Mouse Strider Gaming. Just so we get that speed going. This is nice. I do like how you can see like the Honglu identity you're using in there. It's very silly looking. It's not really like a unique gimmick, all things considered, because it's a similar bit to like what happened to your units against like Dongbak. But it's still very funny for it to be happening here. Salute you. Mean. Please at least get a heads. Okay, he didn't. Whatever. I feel like I'm saying whatever a lot, but I think that's my coping mechanism for failing clashes, right? I just say whatever and try and move on. Are we supposed to one-turn break him out of the Jade? Should I focus more on him? It's probably like you have 2 or 3 turns to do it. Yeah, we're gonna lean into it more this turn, though, I think. We'll Curse and Grave Sword this attack. And I'll probably like Serpent Shear. Serpent Shear, no, don't do that. Not clashing with it, not worth it. Neutral with that. That's lame. Still going for it just because I'd really like to do some stronger stuff on the Jade. Try this. See how this goes. I really didn't need to gut you necessarily with a Curse and Grave Sword, but I figured it would be beneficial, so I just went for it, right? It'll add up eventually. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this should be more than enough to take out Honglu, since we're popping... Oh, that's annoying. Whatever. Okay. Rodion's poise is looking real good. Once we get that skill 3, we're gonna be in a good spot. Ooh. Please, don't throw. Okay, he didn't throw. Thank God. I, like, saw, like... You gotta be kidding me. Alright, whatever. We're chilling. We probably have this turn, too, and then you're gonna do a strong tech next. You do not know the fate. Okay, do I need to do it beforehand? I might have needed to... No, we didn't just need to win that clash. Okay, that's fine then. Oh, you're doing a thing. I see. Unclashable after tech kills unit, heal Gemma's SP up to 45. It's unclashable, though. We just need to hit you a little bit with something. Anything, really, it seems. We have enough slots to be able to do this sort of thing, I think. We could Serpent Shear this. If this fails, this is going to be so awful. It won't fail. We believe in Merso. To not throw. Merso, no throw. Okay, but we are getting rid of some of the stagger resists on our units. That's how I'm going to be looking at the situation at hand. I think that's the right way to look at it for own safety. We need to get Sinclair out of here next turn, though. I don't really want to kill him immediately. When we retreat him back in, we'll consider killing him, right? Okay, nice. Yeah. Still a bit annoying, but that's fine. Staggered you. Some string guys outside of shell cover the treasure of Degwanion. Let's see, what are you doing now? Please watch me, Shanran. Yeah. Alright. Simple enough stuff. Oh, you're very weak this turn, I see. That's what's going on. We could discard the skill 3 just to get it out of the... Yeah. No real reason to hold on to it. No one needs sanity right now, so we just pop a bunch of strong stuff this turn. Yeah. We don't really have a lot of strong stuff this turn, unfortunately. Would be a nice turn to be able to make use of some strong stuff, but alas. Not how it's looking. That's fine. Do I feel the need to pop any egos or anything? Maybe get some passives rolling? I don't know. There's nothing super important for us to get rolling. Just kind of giving it like a quick glance over we could get. Oh, we should actually retreat with you this turn. No, I kind of want to hit you. We'll retreat next turn. I'd like to just get it. The skill 2 is decent damage, right? Compared to some of the other possibilities for what we could be doing around now. Yeah, just send this. It's not great, admittedly, but like, we gotta make use of this fragility to the most of our ability. Bars? Sinclair is starting to get eaten by his Polonidza, but that's fine. We'll get him out of here. I think we'll get Yisong in here. Actually, Yisong is going to be very good to get in here. Please don't tell me I fell bullet on him. Because if we can actually get Dimension Shredder up on Yisong, that would be really good for us, because he's really good with Dimension Shredder up. Oh, he's staggered, so we can't actually retreat in this turn. Whatever. I need to stop saying that. Okay, one of these turns, one of these kind of pseudo-nothing turns. We can have both. Oh no, this doesn't work, does it? No. Well, we can have you two get your Serpent Arms up. So that's nice. It ends the turn when that goes off, so yeah. No real reason to really worry about doing anything else this turn, I'd say. We get an Unveil off, though, that's good. So far we've done very little damage, but that's fine. We just need to focus more on Honglu this time around. Okay, we need you to retreat as well. Yeah, retreat. Sounds good. You figure skill 3. Do we just, like, save a skill 3 or something? You kind of need to get your funnies going. Yeah, you kind of want to just pop it, don't you? Yeah, we'll pop it on you, though. We'll use some strong stuff on you, despite maybe, like, not necessarily wanting to pop some strong stuff on you. Yeah. That's not great. We can regret you just to get the passive going. Or did we Pursuance to heal you? Would Pursuance heal you? It would. Pursuance would be nice. This is combat start, yeah, so we don't need to worry about you. You might get staggered. You're gonna get staggered, yeah. Yeah, let's Pursuance. I guess it's better off to do it like this if we do that, though. Kindness leads my way. Da-da-do-da. And then we pop this on you, should be decent. This is fine. Deal some SP damage, deal fragile next turn, that's alright. We'll be hitting you with Curse Writ and Snake Fang, so that should be good damage on you, I think, right? Okay, you're out of bleed now, which is nice. Pursuance will heal you a bit, so that'll work well, I'd say. Mercer's about to get staggered. I will pray for you so that you shall surely break. Surely. Surely. Stagger. Did it stagger Mur? Yeah, it did. You got that counter off. That's funny. Okay, that's annoying. That did, like, no damage. I guess it's because of the, shielding thingy that's going on there. Okay, we take you down next turn, though, definitely. Undeniably. Okay, he's out, though, so that's good. We can not do that. What do we have for healing? Nothing this turn. Do we not have Sloth for you? Yeah. I really need to get this going, so I'm just gotta pop it. As long as we pop like one thing on you and do decent damage with that, we should be good. Do we perforate and kill? Yeah, try that. Kinda need to worry about some of this stuff. Oh, you could actually do that. Oh, that works. Okay, cool. Just dry it, yeah. Not great, admittedly. Okay, did enough. Honglu's raid. Cool. We have Honglu in 2 turns this time around, which is a lot better than having to take a little longer. As long as we just, like, manage the cocoon thingies, Oh yeah, we get 5 on this, don't we? Forgot about that. That's nice. As long as we manage the cocoon's, power guard a little bit, make sure it doesn't do too much shielding, we should be set. Okay, you got that passive active on Yisong now, so that's nice. Treasure Dagwonyan. Okay, cannot stagger target is always a nice thing to see. Because have both of your thingies active. And this is a turn we want to kill you, though. Gain Rampage. What is this doing? If you do not know the fathoms of the ice powers, special nature, skill may target Honglu and also clear all coins that still unbreakable coins. So is that good? So it's saying, isn't all unbreakables already? Because that's saying for that skill, right? Let me look. So, you know the Fathoms of Ice Powers. Is it this one? Oh no, it's Ice Powers of Special Nature. This one. So this doesn't matter too much yet. Gain 2 more fragile if losing Clash against Honglu. Oh, this is 5 fragile, isn't it? Yeah, I thought it was actually 10, but no, it's 5 fragile in both parts. Classic bit. Honglu can't realistically win that one without egoing. Do we ego with him then? Yeah. Dimension Shredder, get that passive going. I'd like to win that clash. Serpent Shear can beat that pretty easily. I might be throwing by going for this, but it's funny. Can we also pop Regret, just so I have it active? Yeah, actually, just pop Regret so I have it active instead of doing that. We can pop you and that, and then just, like, Perforating Kill as written. And just throw this stuff on. Yeah, cool. Should be good. I'd like you to clash a little bit, actually, but I don't know if you can reasonably. Not really. Alright, send this. Get some more good ego passives online. We don't want Honglu to die, so giving the thing to make it so Honglu revives if he would die is very good for us. Especially because there doesn't seem to be any, like, precautions for preventing Honglu from dying too much. I guess there's the fact that he is in the cocoon for a decent chunk. I also didn't think about the fact that you are going to die to this, aren't you? Mr. Gluttony Weak. Actually, no, Regret makes him not Gluttony Weak. Does it? Actually, I don't know if I don't know what Gluttony's resistances are. Marissa might die to this, though, which means the Regret was super unnecessary. Oh, no, he's alive. Okay, cool. Oh, you are bleeding to death. You got tails. You have... whatever. Damn Shredder. We need some healing stuff, but... okay, he's doing the thing where he doesn't say any lines for his egos. Very cool. Oh. Only 1 coin landed, which means we hit some threshold. And tomorrow we'll play whatever Big Bro Bowie's favorite game is. How's that for a plan, huh? But what do you want? Here's some homework for you. When we meet tomorrow, you better have come up with something you like, okay? Happiness. It cannot have been much fun to be around me, but Dayu always invited me to play with her. She was always the first to sense how I was feeling, always the one to be there for me. Always the one to be sad for me, to be angry in my place. It almost deluded me into believing that I was no longer just a gem stuffed in a treasury. That's not good. Let's see, so you've got entire song that ignores skill effects and convertible coins and it's called unbreakable coins. Okay, so it's gonna... So he's got happiness now. Let's see, what does this do? Clash Royale is one more and more starting lives. Upon taking advantage, does not die and heals 50% HP instead. Okay, cool. Offensive effect that turns units pressure shade once. When the skill that turns units pressure shade class purple's 5. Use the clash to become pressure shade from stagger. Use the charm moves SP by 10 and looks too fragile. Okay, cool. So you can clash against that now. Alright, cool. Min roll is high enough to beat that. Nice. We can Pursuance up, but that won't heal Mirror. Yeah, not great. Are you doing any unbreakable stuff this turn? No, that's good at least. That's all we can do for healing to start out with. We can pop this, that should win. Yeah, cool. And then that's okay, decent. Try this, see how this goes. We need to get Sandy up for Yi-Song and for Honglu, and we really need to get some healing up. That's fine. You're high enough HP that this shouldn't be too bad. You're staggered. Whatever. We're getting rid of the stagger thresholds. That's the goal, right? We don't want those pesky stagger thresholds. Okay. You're trying, but he breaks free. Oh, that's so cool. I was hoping it'd be something funny like that, and it sure was. Oh. I didn't realize he bled to death. Well. Okay. We lose the sloth for that, which is really annoying, because otherwise we would have been able to heal up. So yeah, Gregor's very dead here, unfortunately. I don't have anything else for healing, I don't think. Yeah. Well, that's tragic. I like using Gregor, but oh well. Sometimes you gotta let things go. Isn't this only a one-time thing? No, this turns you into Pressure Jade once. Yeah. So it's gonna... This time you're going to get hit by it, aren't you? I think, right? That seems to be how it's working. Then end of turn... yeah. We'll see. It says it's a one-time only thingy. When you enter the clash, not you become Pressure Jade. I mean, maybe it's weird. I can't tell. You don't really need that. Contempt All would give us resources. That could be nice, but it's also pricey. Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily necessary. Bars. Can we win some of these? Doesn't look super likely. Okay, Snake Fang does well here against one of these. Okay, keep that in mind. That's a good clasher. So we can Snake Fang one of these. You die. Right, I almost forgot about that part. Well, that's fine. You may die, but, like, you tried. And sometimes that's what counts? Question mark? I don't know. Can we holiday that instead? Just for some sanity up for some people that kind of would benefit from it. Yeah, okay. Just try this, yeah. Not a big fan of how this is going so far. Not great. We're alive, though. The bleed is kind of building up, that's for sure. I don't have too much healing stuff. Having Faust in the 12th position means I don't have access to Fluid Sac Antics. Probably a good fight for like the Orcalgi as well, just because it's long. Okay, did your best. Yeah, I assume you're gonna get jaded this time though, because it said it was a one-time thingy, but I'm not fully sure. Okay, no, you did it again. You dare. So you can do nothing, gain rampage, gain rampage. You think I can do nothing, but in reality I can do a lot more than that. Just take a look. Okay, Whirlwind Nom can hopefully do something. Cool, that works. Ward, we can ward one of these. Nice. Neutrals on those. We'll have Honglu pop this on one of them. See if we can get anything better than a neutral without needing to ego. Looks like we'll need to ego. Okay, that's fine. Got you now. Good to keep in mind. We neutraling this? I should lose. Yeah. What are some spamble egos we have right now? What's something that's gluttony reliant? Sunshine requires sloth too, doesn't it? Yeah. Don't really have anything super spammable on that front then. Well, I think we just send this then, accept the neutral, unless like... Yeah, we try it. We roll with it. That's what we do around these parts. We ball. Yeah, tragic. 31 damage, 44 damage, okay. Staggered by that. That's okay. We've done so little damage to you. Huh? We're not clashing everything? God. I need to log in, I think. There's nothing special here, like the Palanquin stuff, yeah. 0 HP button hurt stagger next turn, yeah. You do not know the fate, yeah. Treasure Jade's Cradle, as long as we clash win that, we're fine. I need Sloth desperately. I could do this. Yeah, let's just pop it. We were gonna want it sooner or later. It's just really nice to have, so we just get more ego resources. We really should pop it earlier, that's fine. Do not know the fathoms or whatever you're saying. I know perfectly well, and it's to gamble. Scatter. Nice scatter. Good look at that damage. Ooh, look at this. Ooh, 17. 25 damage. Nice. It's 15 bleed. I guess it's a little bit more damage thanks to that fact. You're low. I really do not want the high shows to die because they're just so nice to have. But I also do not have any good source of healing until some more people die. Or if I can get some more sloth going. I guess we stick one. Is this enough? Were we one sloth short from being able to pursuance with Rodion? Maybe. Maybe this will be enough. You keep on trying, but Honglu refuses. You dare. Do I just need to let him get taken? Oh, this is bad. This is a 3-weight, isn't it? Alright. Awesome. Yeah, it's not great. Okay. Whatever. We have Pursuance able to be used now, so that's good. A little bit of healing with this. Make sure we don't throw any of these. That's struggling. Okay, good to know. Pop that on one of those. Do we ego another one of these? Do we like Land of Illusion just to see? I think we should. Just to make sure there's nothing funny going on with that. There could be, right? Because, like, I mean, like, Heathcliff's, like, ego quote changed, like, midway through his Canto. Without really saying much on it. Without, like, any, like, clear indicators, I mean. Okay, try this. Yeah, we're definitely supposed to just feed Hong Lu to it, but I don't really want to because I don't feel like I can. Oh, even his base doesn't have quote. Okay. He's doing that. He's got nothing to say on the matter, I suppose. Boink. Pursuance should be some healing, so that's good. We need it. Now it's all about getting more sloth for more healing. HP is a very limited resource for us, that's for sure. Yeah. Nice. Like, should I just be focusing all in on the Rupture? Is that... I've been trying actively to not care about Rupture, because that's like a lame way to kill bosses usually. I don't like doing Rupture for main story stuff. I just like these units. It's a little bit of bonus damage without adding up to much more, but like, is that what it wants me to do? Because it's kind of seeming like that's the play. Yeah, whatever. Try that. Yeah, sure. Actually, this is better than that, it seemed like. But then does this work well against that? Yeah, fine. Okay. Cool. Send it! Okay. Fun. I don't need any pointless attention. There's your next turn Rupture. Wrap them with stasis wraps? Okay. If you insist, I guess. I don't know. Pop this on the Precious Jade Cradle. It's favored because of the ego usage. Okay. Well, Servant Mortal Flurry, this should work decently, I'd assume. Nope, your Sandy's bad. Cool. Why is it? Okay, whatever. Why is one of them plus 12 and one of them's plus 10? What is going on here? Like, look at, like, the top left. Like, one of them's plus 10 and the other's plus 12, but this way being the exact same skill. I don't know. Blind Obsession time, perhaps? Okay. Redirect that stuff away. Okay, you got this, Heath. You got that. Trust. Not great. Some of these egos I really do not want to use. That's for sure. Do I just have you block this? Yeah, sure. Try that. See how that goes. Okay, you're gonna grab him. He's gonna break out again. Nice. Love to see that. Oh, your poise got ruined. I didn't even notice your poise got ruined, actually. I've been focused on other stuff too much, I think. Like the fact that the boss is like only a third of HP. Like, I'm very clearly missing something. But if it's just that you need to get grabbed, then that's annoying, right? Because then I'm gonna have to take a bunch more unbreakables and stuff. Which isn't exactly what I'd want, that's for sure. So I could just slowly chip away at her, but definitely not the optimal strat. Either that or rupture her to death. I don't know. Rupturing her to death doesn't really seem like that viable of a strat, all things considered. I mean, it does. What am I trying to say? I don't know. Can't clash any of those. Lame. You can pop the defensive stance then. I guess I could pop the skill 2 this turn with you, because we'll get back to Insight 3 next turn. Oh yeah, that works, if we want to do something like that. Okay. That seems solid. We'll need to... I don't know, actually, what we need to do. I'd like to clash... Oh, you can clash that? And what was that going for, Chris Rit? That doesn't work. Unless it does! Unless it does! I shouldn't be doing that. Why am I doing that? I don't know. Dimension Shredder. I'm using this for the, like, 4-dimensional rift, by the way, just because I can, right? Yeah, 5. Not bad. Oh, Threshold. I'm gonna play a bolus-making game. Gather a bunch of sand and pebbles and leaves and seed to make a bolus, and the best bolus wins. Joy. Juan always liked to follow me around. He probably wanted grandmother to recognize him. Juan always had this dream, even as a little boy. He wanted to be one of the top bolus makers in the city. Brother, I'm sorry. I should have listened to you. But I was just so envious. I just wanted to know what they were gonna show here. Maybe he really could have achieved that. Okay, funny joy status effect time, perhaps? Happiness joy. Flying first 1. Clash win, gain a runner E resource from 3 resources from the least amount of resources. Nice. That's pretty good, actually, yeah. What are you going for here? In Clash, regardless of speed, cannot be staggered before using the skill. Okay. Where's the Butcher Blade? We can pop that on you. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. Snake Fang actually works against that. Jeez. Well then, don't mind if I do. Just hit you a bunch? Yeah, just hit you a bunch. Is it turn end? I can't tell. Well, we try this. I'd like Honglu to clash, but it doesn't seem like it's a very Honglu clashing kind of turn, right? We can wait on it. Not urgent. Get a bit more sloth thanks to that dimensional slip. I think we can pop another Pursuance next turn, which is very good. Almost we're low enough to get the 4th going off on Whirlwind Omnom. Would have been funny to see, since that's not something you see, like, at all. Okay, cool. I think we took that decently enough, all things considered. We get a ward off, Squid Ward. You're close to being staggered on the Palanquin now, so that's nice. Cool. Do we focus on it more? I mean, we'll focus on it for the people that aren't clashing, right? That'll be the general play. Because why wouldn't it be? You're not being targeted at all? Fair enough, I guess. How long it just gets to attack the Palanquin? I mean, once you break Palanquin, it gets severed, right? Because it was saying the achieve body part gonna stagger next turn. Then the part becomes severed, and the body part gains 2 fragile. Okay. Well, we're gonna Pursuance, of course. Shame we can't hit both parts, but that's fine. Hierarch without the Z. Less than 50% core HP convert the skills coins to unbreakables. That shouldn't trigger. Nice. I'd want you to use that. Dominating. So for some reason I don't quite trust that. I don't know why. Could be anything. Is that going for you? You could snag up in that then. That's favored. Ew. Don't know how I feel about that then. And we can't do nothing about this. We need to, like, eco it or something. Can we... How does this... It's rolling very high. Okay. The main target is less than 50% HP, or the main target has high stuff. To convert skills coins to unbreakables. Don't really have anything super good for that. I guess we could try, like, egoing with you, like, body sack or something. That's actually not bad, yeah. I need to do something about this, but does this work? Doesn't look like it, but something else might work, right? Yeah, like energy cycle. Okay, that works. So then, those four are the ones clashing. You guys take down the palanquin. Should work. Palanquin's like 80 HP. Bunch of random attacks is more than enough. Okay. Seems good. Body sack time. We also get like the little bit of attack power paste on you next turn. Not that there's really that much we can do with that, admittedly. It is 7 Heathcliff. But it's something. That's what matters. Ooh. At least you have some shield. Okay. Can't let you through. Okay. Palanquin isn't broken. You're staggered. You're gonna take a bunch of damage this turn. Nice. We can get... Oh, is this good Servant's Mortal Flurry? Oh yeah, very good. Excellent. Excellent stuff. Oh, and this is a good Dimensional Rift, actually. That is not bad. This should be a pretty solid turn overall, really. Looking at everything we've got going on. Shame we don't have Gregor for ADD antics, because we could definitely do a lot with that. Like, look at that Rupture. That's good. For when I'm not really leaning into Rupture nearly as much as I probably should be. Oh, we reached the threshold. Who's next? Come, little Bao, it's time for you to visit the elders. Is it Ziren time? Oh no, it's just straight up her. Sorrow. They were all so kind to me, the elders, but I wanted to play with Dayu instead. With time, I stopped being so afraid of them, but they always speak as though they know every little thing about me. My only use is to be a window, an amusement for the elders in their long, tedious lives. I don't need to talk much, I only need to see as many interesting things as possible and wear a pleasant smile for them. Yep. It cannot be helped, young master. The prudent option would be to witness it all in silence. I wish Siren could be back to her old self again. But I know that can't happen. So I smiled. Okay. What's he got now? Let's see. Final Floor was 3. Clash when as release of speed. Allies killed remaining allies at turn end. Gain 1 attack per next turn once turn. Clash win gain running increase. Okay. Just more, right? Nothing not like a major increase in one thing, but just a bunch of stuff. Okay. Let's see. What are you doing now? Oh, Shanren. Let's see. Clash with the skill recipe can be staggered before using the skill. 5 Elder Trees next turn. Okay. Less damage after attack ends turn. Alright. So we just gotta beat it, and it's a ends turn after attack on a 10 speeder, so yeah. We can just unveil it. Actually, that works well, yeah. Otherwise, just have everyone use defensive skills, which really only matters for getting Serpent Arm on you, but your Serpent Arm's already basically max, so it's like not a big thing at all. Unveil that. This does pop all your eruption in the process, but oh well. That's fine. We block it with a bunch of people, so that's good. Still a bunch of damage, but I wasn't behind. Give it to me. Give it to me. Earthly Elder, Brain Elder, Earthly Elder, Heavenly Elder. Okay. Giant's Corn gains 15% max HP shield. Alright, so we gotta take these down. One Reese with Imperfect. Certain skills. Conflict and Jamu. Can one product per stack. Okay. So one heal times plus the game for yours. Okay. Simple enough. What are they weak to, I wonder? Kind of want to pop, like... I shouldn't pop a Sun Shower. I should save my Sloth for the sake of... Oh, I'm Pride short now. Ooh. Wasn't expecting that. Well, whatever. Give me Shimin, you... So is... What am I looking at? So Shi Mian is that her actual name then? Because she mentioned she's from the Shi family, right? So she took the name Ja and then took the name Mu when she became Hierarch. She took the name Ja because she married in the family and she took the name Mu, assuming when she became Hierarch or something? I don't know how that works exactly, but it makes enough sense. Where does Hung Lu when there's Jade, Precious Jade? There's not. Suffer. We can, like, unveil that. That probably works. Yeah, just have you on dealing with her duty. And we'll have one other person, like, clash against that one. Among targets without imperfect, I choose and... On hit, among targets without imperfect immortality, choose and heal him to HP at the least HP. Okay. So if you do that one, you'll heal your allies, which we do not want. So we should just pop something into that. We could pop, like, a... AoE thing. We don't really have a good choice as far as AoE things go. We could, like, Yearning Merkala. You just absorb so much of it, it's not worth it hitting you with, like, that sort of stuff at all. Well, Perforating Kill is solid. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's try that, then. If we do this, do we hit all of them? No. Well, I think if we do it like this, it works then. I kind of want to try popping the Yearning Merkala just to do some damage, right? It doesn't cost Sloth. It does cost Pride. That's actually an issue, huh? Well, oh well. And then we're just gonna hit these guys with a bunch of random attacks. Hopefully it goes decently enough. Your Sandy's bad. Why is it your Sandy in particular always keeps on going bad? You don't have anything that reduces your Sandy in your kit, do you? I don't think you do. I guess it's because we've been pursuing with you occasionally, but... I don't know. It feels weird. Alright, can you clash with any of these? Nope. You can't clash with anything, which means this attack's gonna go... It's going to Ishmael. That's fine, actually. Cool. We roll with this. Should be good. Perforating Kill. Doesn't do much of anything to you. Actually, you've got so much shield, but that's fine. Ugh. Alright, get your Sandy up. That's nice. You need to be careful you don't get hit by anything and stagger because of it, right? Oh, nice. Shh. That's fine. Okay. I think that staggered Rodion, right? Because she was on the brink already. So that makes enough sense. So I think I've used Yearning Merkala for like damage and like forever. Shh. It works well enough though. Three heads as well, that's solid. I mean, I think 200 damage, like, split between 6 targets is admittedly pretty bad. I don't have a butt, that's just kind of tragic. It's weird, you gotta get a bunch of conditionals off for that one to hit its max, like, damage potential stuff, right? Okay, cool. We probably have, like, 1 or 2 more turns to kill all these things, so I'm not too concerned. We'll have Hong Lu clash one of these again. No. We could Land of Illusion, actually. That'll work. We could play it... No, we can't actually make this into a mass attack. This works well, though. And, you know, Sanity, so it's good. Don't have a lot of good stuff going on here. We could try Sun Showering, yeah. If we do it like this, that's not bad. Yeah, okay. We just need to hit a bunch of these guys a bunch. Give me your vitality. I'd rather not. Okay, try that. See how this goes. Probably shouldn't have gone for the neutral, but it works. Sunshower less protection this turn and next turn tails. Darn. That's fine. Would have been nice to get the heads just for even more damage, but that's how these old egos work. This and Blind Obsession just suffer a lot from the fact they just have a big upfront sanity cost compared to the later ones being the overtime. Yeah, 91 damage, not very good. Didn't even kill most of them, yeah. Even the ones that were like super weak that I didn't attack because I figured I'd be killing them the others anyways, those ones didn't die. That's unfortunate. Some of these should die though, right? Or brought down to 1 HP. I guess they don't die exactly per se, huh? Oh, that was close. Honglu is low. Look, he's got the revive, right? So I'm not concerned about him. Both revives, and I should say, since he's got the special status effect one on top of the other thingy. The Dim Shredder. Okay, now a bunch of them are low, so that should work well. Are you gonna target them, or how does this work? Oh, is that not how it works? As everyone struck by certain skill, the jump move. Oh, it's a 3. Oh, it's I see. It's a 3-turner. Right. If you know what I mean. Like she'll use a skill that like checks all that sort of stuff, but not quite right now. She'll give it in like a turn or so. It's one of those. One of those. Okay, do that. Switch this around just for a little bit of precautionary measures. Not that it's necessary precautionary measures like at all, but just for safety. And next turn you'll do your mass attack, it'll strike all your trees, I'm sure, and it'll like destroy them because they're all 1 HP. Standard stuff, right? We doubled up all those trees, so they should be perfectly fine. Cool, they're all at 1. Yeah, still cannot deal damage to allies. Okay, your allies. It's this one, yeah. Number 2 and deal 20 for airless sublime mortality. If there are any allies, sublime mortality, play 22 and shield other targets. Nice. All these units first next turn. Okay, after attack ends turn, so we just defend against this. Alright. And by that, I mean defend with everyone except for Honglu. He's got to use the skill. Just so we don't mess stuff up, right? Do you need to clash this? Oh yeah, we need to clash that. I almost like just sent it without checking to see if it needed to be clashed. Okay, we're doing really good on Eco Resource now, that's nice. Have you just pop this, just so we don't get that annoying Rupture and Bleed. The Odyssey had a purpose. That's what they all say. Tell it to the judge. Two guards, a couple of aids, I think. That was the trees, right? Okay, I was just making sure. I was like, that wasn't one of my units, right? It was kind of hard to tell. A shameful failure of duties this is. It is. You should be, like, so ashamed in yourself, yeah. You should just, like, give up all your dreams, I think. Would be kind of hype. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Oh, we popped the Pursuance, too, just for the healing. Right, we kind of need it. I don't know if we'll get it off in time. I'm sure... I think there's going to be one more HP threshold, right? Probably? Maybe not. We'll see shortly, I think. Oh yeah, your Sandy's going to get messed up again because of this. It'll hit Honglu and what? Yisung, was it? Or was it, like, Otis? I don't remember who the other low HP was. If you go through this turn without another HP threshold, I think there is no more. Interestingly, there's been no events. Actually, has there been, like, a single event, like, mid-fight this entire... Oh, there's... Okay. Has there been a single event mid-fight this entire Canto? I can't remember a single one. I don't think, like, Jachu had anything. I don't think any of the other random things did. I don't think a Night Drifter did. Like, Huh, that's weird. I didn't even, like, consider that until now. Play with me, big bro. This room's too big for just Sichan. You never should have said that to me. I won't be visiting you ever again. Wrath. Sichan was once a child who found happiness in the smallest things. A child who used to like playing with me. And once she gets older, she'll be like every other child in Dagwon. She will resent me, envy me, and try to kill anyone else who's shooting for the seat of the family hierarchy. But I hoped that she wouldn't come to hate me, so once again, I smiled. I didn't have to die yesterday. I didn't have to die yesterday if you just helped me. Do you have any idea how much it hurts when they chop off your neck? It hurts. It really, really hurts. But you can't even scream. I wish for nothing but the worst sufferings in what's left of your miserable life. Shuei-pan never wanted to fight. He was a pacifist soft heart that could easily be brought to tears. But after a few deaths, his every word became a stabbing thorn. And he gladly impales me with them as he curses me, and hoping that everything that he curses me with comes true. So I smiled again. Baoyu, Grandma and Mother tell me that there are no other women in Dagwon who can possibly hope to match up to you, other than me. Let's live the happiest life we can together, okay? We'll see only the pleasant sights, eat only the best food out there, and enjoy the beautiful luxuries life has to offer. Aren't you excited? Baochai loved me, but she loved was not a person, only the light that I radiate. Oh. Just as I loved her fragrance. It's a very hollow type of love, isn't it? Letting the love of Dagwon carry me away with that would have had me wed Big Sis Baochai. But this feeling she spoke with, this excitement, was nothing more than a heavy, cumbersome accessory. It was unwieldy, and it was much more than what I deserved. So I smiled. So now you'd rather isolate yourself in this room? I don't know what to do anymore. Whenever I see your smile, I find myself drawn to it. For I become so hateful of it that I never want to see it again. Dayu will now hate me for the rest of her life, just as everyone else in Dagwon does. So it's better that I shut myself off in my room. She could have left me then, but she chose to remain by my side. Maybe it wasn't a choice at all. Maybe she was bound to me. It's my fault that she has nowhere else to go. The only thing I could show in response was... smile. 30 turns, by the way, jeez. I spent a while in that first second-ish phase. What happens? Let's take a look at this. Happiness, joy, sorrow, wrath. Plus 5. Let's see. 30% of total HP percentage units cumulative loss settings count max 100%. Huh. I feel like it's gotta be a lot. Jeez. Flash winning a jump move. Okay. So now he gets some damage increase. Can I see it in the passive? Like if I hover over this? Because sometimes it'll show like total. I mean, it would have if I clicked on it. It's probably a lot though. Just based on how much damage he's taken overall, right? Is it just a mad dash to the finish now? Do we think there's anything else? Or is it just kill? Da-da-da-da-da. That doesn't win those. That's fine. We'll redirect away as need be at this point, right? Favored. You can pop an ego against that. Bind's passive doesn't help whatsoever. Because Bind's passive, if I'm not mistaken, is just something along the lines of, like... whatever it is I'm trying to say, right? I don't know. What am I trying to say? I'm losing track of thought. It's late. It's around the level of, like, on kill, get more ego resources. It's one of those passives alongside, like, Bygone Days Gregor and, like, a couple other random egos. I don't know why that's, like, a common ego thingy. Its ego resources are weird, and the game tries to be careful with how much it gives you them in terms like ego tools, which is why stuff like Soup Claire and like Soda Ryoshu is so bad, right? Because if it was strong, that would be an issue because you get so many ego resources, which would kind of mess up the balance of the game. It's one of the things that PM's been really careful about in balancing throughout the entire game's like design, right? There's never been, like, an ego that gives stupid resources or something like that, right? Definitely feels like it's intentional for that purpose, right? Alright, let's throw talismans on this critter. And then hit him with the axe. Yeah, good old axe. Oh. Oh, we lose those. Oh, that's bad. We chillin'? Oh, yeah. Who died? Oh, Rodion died. That's unfortunate, but we have fluid sec now, so we're chilling? Hopefully. Okay, cyclical knowledge will do a lot of good for us here. Let's see. Lifetime Stew, get the best passive in the game running. Indeed we shall. I'm going to pop something random against you, I think, right? Can we? Not really. That's fine, that's just hitting Dawn. Send it! Your HP is low. We really don't need Fluid Sac, and we could definitely go through this without needing Fluid Sac whatsoever, but at this point, might as well pop it a wee bit, right? Alright, Cyclical Knowledge, you're almost staggered. Okay. Sure. Lifetime stew time, stew stagger. Are we getting the fabled stew stagger on the Canto 8 final boss? Not quite. No soup stagger. We get the dimensional slit stagger. No. We get the 7 Heathcliff stagger. Not quite. You do not honor the fate. Oh god. Weird how you're repeating this pattern. I don't think it matters. I think we can just kill you. Oh, we've lost so many people that Honglu has multiple skill slots now. Huh. That's always a good sign. I think we should just try and kill you. I think it'll work if we just kill you and don't worry about this stuff whatsoever. We get the soup going there just for safety. Safety soup, safety soup. Okay, try this. We should be able to stagger you. Yep, there we go. Alright, a little bit of damage and we should win. Fairly messy fight, all things considered. I'm fairly certain there was something... Either there's something going on or I was missing something major in that early phase when I kept on breaking Honglu free from the cocoon. Or like, keep on preventing him from going in there. It was probably a case of like, you're supposed to let him in. Oh. There we go. Your only duty is to witness. That is all you are. That is all you will ever be capable of. You know this better than anyone else. Honglu, your smile has changed not once. Then, or now. We have come to know that your smile is more than a shell. I know the same smile that brought me to the past, the same smile that I thought resembled brother Young G's. Thus, I know your distant yet true heart, Honglu. There was aught you had felt from us, was there not? Solitude. Steadfast, lingering. So bitter yet so intolerably exhausted. Loneliness, regret, anticipation. The castle of ice was so lonely and cold, despite your smile. Conflict, anguish, courage. But there was a desperate resolve to overcome it all nonetheless. Longing, melancholy, warmth. The wings unfurled were so blinding, so brilliant. Passion, adventure, ferocity. The journey, finally in search of a destination, found liberation. Futility, determination, love. The declaration was beautiful, though to whom I could not know. Exhilaration, tragedy, excitement. I learned how beautiful and incandescent the light of a continuing dream could be. But I also know that they're just fleeting things, destined to be lost to time. As all things return to dust, so will these emotions, no matter how hotly they once burned. I'm not like the rest of you. I don't want to change anything. I don't want to achieve anything, either. So I just watch. With a smile. A perpetual smile. You don't have to want to achieve anything. But as long as you're on this bus with the rest of us, things will keep happening. Both good and bad. Something's probably going to blow Heathcliff's fuse again. You'll see the sinners, your friends, get killed again. We'll fail again, too. The kind of failure that leaves us with nothing. The kind of failure that leaves us stagnant. But among those inevitabilities, think about the other things that are sure to happen. You're going to miss the days you went out kiting. You miss the day, and when Don Quixote starts to regale us with yet another one of her tales of adventure, you're going to join in to indulge her. You know for sure you'll be listening to Roja heap praises about her favorite food whenever we get the chance to try them. You're going to suddenly realize that the scenery past the bus windows have changed, and that they've become beautiful for once. You're going to feel your heart swell for no reason when you listen to the sinners laugh and giggle behind you. You know how I know this? Because I'm talking about myself here. These moments in time, they're what I use to fill the void my memories left behind. How can you, and everyone, bring yourself to care about anything, knowing that it always has an end? One end, or at least what we thought would be the end, was always just the starting line for something new. Each finish line was just another arbitrary mark, another step in our journey, right? And it's those little steps that keep us going. And hey, Honglu, you're not stagnating. You're changing too. Tell me, why did you decide to go with Jachu's plan? It wasn't about the war, the golden bow, or Daguan Yan. The first thing that came to mind was that I wanted Zichan to genuinely smile again. Yeah, and that's how your heart's been changing. In ways you hadn't seen. I thought I'd already left these fragments of my heart float away from me. After all of existence is but a passing dream, destined to return to emptiness. For your onboarding, you may present a name or an alias you're choosing that others should address you by. Will you use your name, Jia Baoyu? No. Honglu. I want to be Honglu. The Red Chamber. But now I realize they've been buried here all along. They weren't lost. I'd only forgotten about them. That's why I felt like my heart was trapped. I can keep turning the clock for you, I can keep walking side by side with you to the end of the line. But at the end of the day, only you can save yourself. Oh, I thought the kite had floated away, never to be found again. But it was still here. Every meeting is a promise of a goodbye. And the loveliness of fresh blossoms only sharpens the pain of wilting. But the world you witness will always be beautiful. Because you are a kind person, Honglu, kinder than anyone else. So your world must be painted in the fairest color of jade. If those petals refuse to surrender and live on the brief moments they are given, despite knowing that they will eventually scatter to the winds, then show them the petals you've gathered. Time. The gates are opened, no longer sealing himself away. World of wonders. It's grown luscious. And it's like it's the background of his center art, huh? The gates. Golden bow recovered. You, grandmother, and the others have always been caged by your desperate search for immortality. Searching for ways to perpetuate your existence, searching day and night for new ways to be freed from death. But grandmother, have you ever freed yourself from that very suffering, even for a moment? I cannot allow myself to be attached to such moments of insignificance. They are but foolish human afflictions, a waste of intellect. Every emotion is such a fleeting thing, mere sparks and moments that will be lost in time. Maybe it really is foolish to be so attached to them. But an eternity of existence without them is an eternity of emptiness. To exist is to live in the culmination of moments, after all. Happiness, pain, they all scatter away as fast as they arrive, but I'd rather be honest to those feelings. I will do more than just witness them. I want to reach out and let my swelling emotions run wild. In happiness, in wrath, in sorrow, and in joy. I would still cast my life into this vast world. And that is how I will find an eternity in a glimpse. But there is so much left for us to accomplish. Without us, Dagwan will... Hongyan will... No, Hongyan will be okay. Because it'll be its people that bring change to Hongyan, not the family hierarch. Such insolence, stupid, thankless child. You will do no such thing. Maybe I can't. It's just my opinion, after all. So, with that, I leave you here to enjoy the immortality that you so desired, grandmother, dear elders. You'll have all the time in the world to watch as I live my tomorrows. May the rest of your lives be long and unending. And shutting the door closed. Oh, we're going straight into the pass on? Oh no, that's... Oh, right. Because that was still like an in-combat story section, right? Because of how it's set up. We quickly made our way outside the flooding T-Con temple turned into a lake. Must have been sowed away the cascade. It must be here somewhere. Find it! Here. Drat, the precious specimen. What are they grabbing, even? I can't tell. I briefly turned to see Gubo wading through the cascading flood, searching frantically amid the rising waters. Jia Huan, meanwhile, stands gazing towards the hall, quietly making his way to the center of the T-Con temple. Then all of a sudden, Jia Huan raises his blade, then stabs it into the center of the T-Con temple. And the scenery of the genre of peeving app begin to grow delayed, fuzzy, and warped. Let's get out of here for now. The Jeanrens, swept off their pedestals by the powerful low water, crawl pathetically towards the door as Jia Huan shoots them a contentious glare and escapes them the chamber. Contempt eye, Gubo follows, not far behind him. But we still didn't have anything to break through the defensive field put up by their ego gear. You never have anything more than empty platitudes to convey. So this is the true form of the Zhan Huang worm. We were supposed to capture it alive. They were trying to get the worm? Well, it can't be helped. Even after it is extremely close to the form of the pure human she seeks. The specimen is still used to us. Yeah, okay, it's dough related. I had a feeling. Seems to be Herman's currently goal is making this so-called perfect dough. Don't be too vexed, old timers. At least it's the rightful heir of the family that's taking the Zhan Huang worm. Hold on, Gubo. Was that also an ability of that ego? This is technically not my area of expertise. I've only made an educated guess from context clues that this ego would allow for such a usage, and my guess simply happened to be true. Huh. I thought we were the ones who had a direct hand choosing these ego, but perhaps we were actually guided to choose the appropriate ones for ourselves. Yeah? It seems the other team has secured our escape route. Of course, Gubo being drawn to the ego all about killing your allies, eh? Not sketchy at all. The newcomers team, led by the former chief butler. Ooh, she's competent, I'll give her that. Earl ran from the clear jade blue lake. Yeah. Newcomers team, assumably that's like, I'm assuming it's like Ahab, Nelly, and potentially Sonya? I guess he would fit in the newcomers relatively, yeah. Until stillness comes. T-Con Temple reflects clearly on its surface. The initial sense of oppressiveness was replaced by peace. Looks like T-Con Temple's been completely cut off from the rest of the world. I guess no one's ever getting in or out of there ever again. The people in there, they won't hold any sway on Zichon or any subsequent family hierarchs to come. So, now the opportunity to really bring about change to Hong Yuan, if they can utilize it. No one will ever know what happens in there. No one will be able to help them if something were to happen, either. It is likely the sole nutrient supplier for them was the family hierarch. Their deaths will be very slow. Deserved. Ultimate solitude. Besides, all they'll ever get to witness in the last moments of the blurred, barely recognizable, and heavily delayed display, it's gotta be pretty infuriating. Big bro, what'll happen to me once we leave here? I could do anything in there but shudder with fear. Do I even deserve to rule over Hong Yuan and its families? Yeah, you do. Here's what I think, Zichun. I think the people who most deserve to be the family hierarch are the people who are afraid of becoming one. True. You think so? Well, if you say so, I'll try to convince myself of that, too. Let's leave this place now. Unlike the lake overlooking T-Con Temple, however, what greeted us outside was far from peaceful. The view outside had become even more gruesome. The promised Chen hour has come. Dragon? Amidst the tracing of a storm of the staff, Jiachu noticed us and gave us a barely perceivable look of relief. You've done it, little brother. Surrounding him were the piles of dead and heavily wounded bodies. He was covered in so many cuts, bruises, and blood that I couldn't even tell if all the blood came from him or from those around him, or how many people bled on him. Bao, I'm so glad. Behind him stood Daiyu, looking terribly exhausted. They've been guarding the entrance against the endless stream of enemies this whole time to keep their word. Ha. The only ones still engaged in battle were Jachu and Leihang. Ain't it? I'm all aghast, my boys are dead, and now y'all's got yourselves 12 fresh fellers. I don't reckon I got that many options left. And when y'all get the girl to the seat, them yaller dogs out there will pack up and go home and pretend none of this ever happened. Leihang looked at us despondently, panting with fatigue. Oh, whoops. Alright, let me be straight with y'all. Anyway, I get to walk out of here alive. He begged for his life in an impressively self-assured manner. Of course, Jachu had no reason to accept this request. But, instead of rebuking Leihang, he slams the ground with the staff with a heavy boom before addressing him. Very well, Chachi-hu. I make the same offer you gave Mei's Zelan. Take a singular hit. I ain't even worth unwrapping that staff of yours, am I? Leihang then let up a hollow laugh and produced a cigar from his pocket. Hold your horses. Be done in a jiffy. He bit one end off of it then, slowly carried the cigar in an almost ritualistic reverence. Hit me. Jachu lifted his staff and placed it lightly on Leihang's right shoulder. Warm rings of light materialize around the staff. Until there are 5 of them. I see 5 mains of the Tiangang star. Ain't that a real mother? The staff instantly slid across Leihang's shoulder before he could finish his sentence. He's dead. His head exploded into chunks of meat that rained down in tatters like fireworks. You would rather call me by the star's name. Yet my name is Kong Chu. He's taken his name. His family name. Pinky. Omnipresent yet unknown to each other. Everyone fell silent for a moment. Interesting. So the Pinky... So are the Pinky the 108 stars or whatever? Omnipresent yet unknown to each other. If so, that means there's like Pinky like in the thumb? Are the Pinky just everywhere? And that's interesting if so. If so, there's a lot less of the Pinky, but each of them are probably a lot stronger, right? Yeah, I've seen like the whole theories about it being based on like the water margin, 108 like spirit or star thingies, whatever. Very interesting if so. We have no time to waste on ruminations. Task is not over until she sends to see the family hierarch and seizes the Haisho Pack's leash. Jachu's resolute voice woke us from the stunned silence, and with him at the vanguard, one by one we routed the force that still sought to stop the new hierarch from assuming their responsibility. It was no easy task, but... Honglu appeared more unburdened than ever, so... I was pretty happy. A few days later. Here to see us go, Si-chan. She didn't seem too happy for this to just be a friendly gesture. Hey, we'll stop by from time to time. Sure, but next time we need to take the time to greet you guys. I'm about to be busier than I've ever been in my entire life, that's for sure. My lady expressed that you will always be welcome with the greatest honors here. I don't really know you well, Mr. Wei, but I feel strange sense that we might be kindred spirits. Looks like you'll have your hands full too, Wei. Indeed, I will. There's much work to be done. So much of the information has been esoterically handed down via the Anamna worm. It'll take years for us to put it all to paper, but I have difficulty even getting an idea of how long it might take. But you have broken one of many cycles here. I'm certain that Hong Yuan will become a better place to live under my ladyship's rule. A lot of things did not go according to plan, but in the end, Si-chan did become the next hierarch. A family hierarch without the Imperial worm. Everyone here at Daguan-Yuan, they all seem to have a lot of questions for me, but... what are they gonna do? Directly challenge the family hierarch? Gotta say, you were real characteristic out there from your first command as a hierarch. Turmoil has come to Daguan-Yuan. Release the Haisho Pack, Cho, Chen, and Shen branches, and quell the chaos, right? But Cho, Chen, Shen... It's more animals. I don't know them by heart yet. Don't ever do an impression of me acting like that again. Many must be looking forward to your governance, given your initial charismatic demonstration. You are, in essence, a new kind of leader this land hasn't seen in many years. Much they must have to ask for your judgment in terms of rules and laws. Yeah, what about it? Rules are there to be rewritten. The whole thing, I guess. Jazzy-chan shy lady looked around Dog Wanyan. I feel like I've aged 10 years all at once. Thought I'd be the artist behind the brush for this painting, yet I don't expect us to allow a brush held by another to guide us, my lord. His words on the brushes shared the general direction. Family hire who did not seek to be free from aging and death. I wonder what winds of change that will bring to Hong Yuan. It was a far more peaceful resolution than the one your guidance would have provided. Gouge out your little brother's eye and use it to enter the temple, was it? I mean, it's a logical enough, like, assumption. It's a logical enough plan to make if you didn't know any better, right? What? The Vinci and the Veil of Cruelty. Minimalistic. It was a mere jest, my lord, though I suppose I did add, if things do not go according to plan. Whichever was the case, what will you do next, my lord? Today I observed that the pinky is strayed from the path of humanity. Thus I will now join Yan Hui, journey to Mount Liang, and come to a few agreements with the Moists. We must also discuss the matter of the Tian Tui star, whose seat has just become vacant. Indeed we must. Then we shall journey to Q Corp next. The Pinky? Yes. It seems that Kong Chu's allegiance lies with the Pinky. Indeed. As one of the Pinky, I intend to change the world with the way of true humanity. Given what Ryoshu said, Lei Hang and Zealer are both in the Pinky, right? So how come they were trying to kill each other? It's not a very compact, it's not a very, like, cohesive faction like some of the other ones. Members of the Pinky gather and scatter when certain conditions are met. However, when there is no call, they just live their lives without knowing which is which. No call, no solidarity. POS. Playing on solo mode, right? Seems that Sealer and Lei Hang were aware of each other's identities, but did not know about Kong Chu. You know this well. You're the primary purveyor of esoteric knowledge in your group. Then you must be aware of the weight of information regarding our Lord's allegiance to the Pinky is rather heavy. Yeah, we won't say a thing, don't worry. I trust you will maintain your silence regarding the matter, as it is right to do so. I have a lot to ask you. Kong Chu approached me as the other people were starting to scatter. First I looked away because I couldn't imagine that he could possibly be talking to me. Dante, the manager. Will you continue to push open their paths? For every sinner under management, no matter which road they walk. As you have done for my brother. I nodded. Even if one of them seeks to walk the path of Asura. Kong Chu's gaze briefly lingered on one of the sinners before moving on. Sinner takes a long draw on the cigarette and releases the smoke with a large sigh, then turns into a scattering plume. Her hand rests, out of habit, on her never-drawn sword. I'm going to keep helping them as long as they have the will to move forward, no matter what. My thoughts on them haven't changed at all. They never will. I nodded once again. I see. My lord, I have another subject to discuss. Well, this is but conjecture at the moment. I haven't seen the point to Jia Yuan Chun being among the treason sports of Hong Yuan, in coots of the Jue and the Shi families. Well, this suspicion is yet to be developed beyond supposition. Seems like that Yuan Chun had aligned herself with the treasonous forces of Hong Yuan. Yeah. Traitor. She made herself scarce soon as the troubles were quelled, which could mean... Yes. First start is find the influential individual within the Shi family, or Shi Hua's execution. Once their identity is determined, it should be no trouble making the connection to the masterminds behind this incident. Will you continue to roam the lands, brother? Indeed I will. I will walk the city, converse with the lords of each nest. He gives some Yuta reply to Honglu before turning around to look at Jia-Zi-chun. None may say for certain if Jia-Zi-chun, over a long tenure to come, shall not be tempted by promises of immortality. Seriously, Yet, if one's heart truly lies steady on the path of humanity, they will not be swayed to commit evil. Thus, I believe that you are worth watching. Upon our next meeting. I cannot say for certain whether our goals should be aligned with them as they were today, but I suppose we'll still have much to take in from each other. What are your thoughts, Seagon? Did you enjoy this lesson as well?
네,
Yes,
이번에도
I
제가
was
어리석었네요,
foolish,
지금.
my lord. Once again. It is all right. Learning and understanding must go hand in hand, as I always say. You're a student worthy of discourse still.
정진할게요.
I have much to learn.
괜히 주군께서
Seems that you were repeatedly
제
recounting that
기가
story
막힌
over and over at me again
그때의
for
이야기를
nothing.
반복했던 게 아니었네요. 홍원에서
You were trying to
인간의
insinuate that he was the only one in Hongyeon who was worthy of faith. Zigon, Sealu, let us converse in private for a moment, for I have an important task for you. Searon's expression that regarded us was the same as it always was. Your newer tea is always so delicious. Thanks, Searon.
네,
Yes,
도련님.
young master. I'll be departing again soon. I don't know when I should return.
네.
Understood. Stay safe until then. Actually, no. What do you think, Zirin, about the fact that I'll be leaving soon?
어디로든
Walk the path of your
도련님을
choosing,
다국한
young
곳으로
master,
가시면 될 겁니다.
whichever that may be. Her reply sounded as cold as ever, to the point that the now lukewarm clacking teacups on her clean-up tray sounded warmer. Alright. But Honglu smiled, as though something had been lifted from his heart, as though he found something he'd been looking for.
화려했던 대관원도
Even the opulence of Dagwon fades.
나무들은
The trees are
시들기
wilting,
시작했고
as the once beautiful pavilions and towers now lay in ruins and abandonment.
모두 쓸쓸하기 그지없게 퇴락해버렸어요. 존재하는 모든 것에는
It seems that all of existence is, indeed, but a great cycle of rises and falls. It is, but isn't that exactly why every moment in life is so beautiful?
진실로
Yes,
그렇군요.
yes it is.
기다리지 않겠습니다.
I will no longer wait for you.
저 또한
And I might one day
오늘
disappear from
혼자
Dagwon
대관원을
myself,
떠날 수도
now knowing
있습니다.
that idle waiting is not the sole answer.
머무는 것만이 답이 아니었음을 깨달았습니다.
Dayu, I love that day when we went out kiting together. That was my favorite game. And mine as well.
저도요.
Honglu leaves Dagwon as the happiest descendant it has ever produced. Finding meaning in every moment of his life. No longer a passive witness to tragedies he once was to the deaths and sufferings of his siblings, Honglu will walk tall with his friends. Yet even that will one day fade, for in the end, we have but one chance at life, and to live at all is to exist in futility. His home, too, shall one day be taken by loneliness and solitude, gradually eroding away with time, and we will all one day go our separate ways. But every wilting fertilizes the next blossom, every fallen home may be a place for new beginnings, and every goodbye is a promise of new meetings. Thus Jia Baoyu, once the peerless treasure of Dagwon, boards the bus, once again, as Honglu. The clouds I once saw in his jade eye had all but withdrawn. I only see an incandescent, radiant smile. Pass on.
그림자를 쫓던 나날들 남은 건 허망한 기억 불길이 나를 태운 것처럼 내 손엔 잿빛 먼지뿐 쉼없이 달려왔던 나를 죄어오던 시간들 이조차 그리워질까
It's an interesting one. Good Canto, that's for sure. I really like Dungeon being the second part. It really feels so much fitting. Even like looking at like a lot of the past cantos, it would have been like more fitting for a lot of them too. Second one just kind of feels like the best place for the dungeon, especially looking at something like Canto 5 or even Canto 7 to a degree, right? Make it like the castle or something. Would definitely make a lot of sense. Man, the Millie song. What's the song called? Tiantian. I don't know what that means. I assume, like, goodbye or something? I don't know. That's the vibe I was getting from it, but I don't know enough Chinese. I'll figure it out, I'm sure. Oh, Wei's there. Oh, that's cool. I really like how we're not actually on the bus for this pass-on image. We're doing something a little different, and... Is that a frog on a stick? What is that? Huh? What are they up to, though? What's Merso pointing at? Oh yeah, there's the kite up there. There's a book. I'm not sure. Actually wasn't paying attention for the voice credits. Was Demian listed there? Are we getting a Demian post-credit? I guess we'll see in a second. I could see it being like a League one. Pass on. It's alright. Yeah, this is cool. I like them doing something different with the screen here. Well, I guess it's a bit of a shame to just let you guys go like this. But I tried to make our farewell a memorable one. Made sure you get the best of the best food we had to offer to commemorate the day I took office. Just how are you still finding all that leftover food? Everyone's already left the banquet. Can't waste good food! Of course. Hey, is the bus not starting or something? Yeah. Wait, where are we headed to anyway? How should we know, lad? Guide's gonna tell us soon anyway. Hang on. Where'd that bloke go? Hi, I'm subbing in for him today. Huh? You're gonna switch our guide out all along? Well, why didn't we get Soud to... No, that's not how it works. It's just that you have some unfinished business here. For your information, the Red Gate is currently away because he's accompanying pilot on a mission elsewhere. More Elgin LCCB business. What misery it is to be him. I don't even see the pilot would be the source of this misery. You have more business here at Daguanyan? Oh yes, we do. Very, very important business, in fact. What? Why are you looking at me like that? What's it this time? So you know, Mrs. Jazichan, a very important friend of ally of ours, has become the de facto leader of a wing? Oh-ho? You're a crafty one, aren't you? Oh, of course, veterans like me tend to pick up a thing or two after some experience in the field. Haha, very well. This more than makes up for your subordinate's blunder from last time. Ah, I knew you'd be the first to pick up my pin down. We both know what's the best for our company. Okay, now I'm starting to get really creeped out. Why are you both looking at me like that? Oh, I see how it is. Even the biggest catch of the day will just rot in the shed if you don't bother to fillet it, right? They're going to kill her. Alright, I'd like to have everyone's attention for the LCB's next mission. Wait, just wait a second. Do you need me here for this? Miss Zichan, this has quickly become one of our most precious human resources at the family hierarch. We're going to give you a total makeover training. Huh? 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 We can't spend too much time in the training though, so we're gonna have to fast track this. You dare? All of you know I'm still the... I'm very much in agreement that there's much you must learn in order to be an effective family hierarch of Hongyan. To further solidify your base within Dongguanyan. Ahem, ahem.
그렇다면
Then we should get right to it.
빠를수록 좋겠군.
Antics.
메르소,
Murso, you seem to be well versed in the art of physical fitness. Oh, your intention has been understood, but it is up to the manager to command me. Shh. Well, I don't see why not. Then it will be done. Hey, put me down!
가장 먼저
For your fitness level. Now, on my count,
에 맞춰.
if you were to kill you go a single second without ruining my day. Like a family beggars can't get rid of, you know that? I'm gonna make you throw up everything you ate today. Ben. It's so dark. Oh?
데리고 왔습니다. 주군.
We have brought her here, my lord. Sea Branch! Finally, they're actually doing something. I should be left alone with her. Leave us. They're Yuan-chuns? Potentially?
뜻을 따릅니다.
Your wish is my command. Is she getting messed up with the, like, memory, like, or the lobotomization thing? So, big sister Yuan-chun, why did you... You appear troubled. It is no wonder to me that you are, for you have betrayed your own Jue family. How did you... I didn't think anyone noticed in all that chaos. Ha! Bao Chai, oh Bao Chai, my poor child. Can you hide from a black kite by blocking out the sky with your palms and tiptoeing hide your footsteps from earthworms? No, big sis Yuan-chun, if my parents were to find out... Wait, do they already know? Wouldn't you like to know? If not, I have ways to make sure that they don't know. Not even your parents. No. I can make this story stay between you and I in this vast Dogwanyan. What do you want from me? That is the wrong line of thinking, little Bao Chai. I only wish to help you achieve your desires. Your betrayal wasn't to make an enemy of your own Jue family, I understand. It was for Bao Yu, someone you were afraid would never return. Your gaze is so penetrating, so piercing that I feel so naked, even in the dark. Will Bao Yu never come back to me? Bao Chai, it is pointless to ask whether he will return or will not return. Why seek this way of currents when you can simply make him return? But how? Come closer to me. The night is long, and we have much to confer. Oh boy. That's weird. Not sure what they're building up with that, but very interesting. There we go. Of course, Otis did the most. Yeah, Hongo took a bunch of damage, as expected. The huge. We get 3 tier 2 tickets from that riveting stuff. And there we go, just like that. We've cleared the Canto. Although I think we can all agree there's kind of something important to take a look at before we end things off, right? That's a very funny image to get for that. We saved Durante, and we saved it for just the right reason, I'm sure. Because it is time to see. Let's take a look. Funny new ego quote. Fencing all impermanence and attachment may be meaningless, so I cast myself into that troubled world all the same. Wholesome. Okay. We'll just figure I'd check that out real quickly. Very nice to see. Oh yeah, but let's also take a look at what the image is for the Canto now. Because it'll be something random. Surrounded with it's just that. Okay, that's nice. I mean, normally it's something relatively, like, simple. I don't really know why they did, like, Don Quixote's, like, decaying corpse for Canto 7. But yeah. It is 5 a.m. in the morning. Isn't that exciting? Yeah. Very fun Canto, that's for sure. A lot of stuff happened, that's for sure. Very curious how this is going forward. Cool boss fight. I was definitely missing something for a bit there. Oh, that's funny. I didn't even look at the panic logo. That's silly. Does somebody go to be looking panic? Okay, didn't get observation log. Tragic. I'm sure I'll get that in time, though. But yeah, very fun, that's for sure. Curious to see what's going to be coming forwards. I guess we're getting Siege on Ishmael next week. We'll probably get more funny stuff in the future. Curious to see how a lot of that stuff goes. But I do think that will be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!